Hey guys, some NBA content here on the Off the Mic Sports Network. The Los Angeles Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets 123 to 100 on Saturday night, a primetime game on ABC. A lot of people still annoyed with LeBron, but it was honest to God, I think since the Luka Doncic trade happened, the first time that we really saw what the Lakers could be, what the Lakers could potentially be. Because I want to read you guys some statistics from this game, because this was really remarkable what the Lakers were able to do. Four starters in double figures, four over 20 in this game. You had Rui Hachimura with 21. You had LeBron with 25. You had Luka leading the way with 32 and Austin Reeves with 23. This is what the Lakers can become. And they're the fourth seed in the Western Conference. They've been pretty steady there for most of the season, but they go to Denver, a team that has been a problem for them for the last several years with Nikola Jokic. And they go to Denver at altitude and beat them by 23 points. I'm here to tell you guys, and this may be a prisoner of the moment take, the Lakers can win the Western Conference. They can absolutely 100% win the Western Conference. Because if you look at the standings, yes, I understand they are 11 games out of first. And Oklahoma City is running away with the 1 seed. I have Oklahoma City, the thing that's working against them is their youth. Obviously, they do bring in Alex Caruso. They have some other pieces in there. Isaiah Hartenstein was on the Knicks last year. There's pieces there that they could potentially make work. And, obviously, they had the second round exit last year against the Mavs. But that brings me to my next point. Luka Doncic knows how to beat these guys. And, yeah, I understand the Mark Williams trade didn't go through. You've got Luka and LeBron side by side. And if they could get Austin Reeves to be a third guy, if Rui Hachimura can potentially, contribute to this team, like this is a team that is really, really dangerous and could absolutely win the Western Conference this year. Because to me, it really comes down to in the East right now, it has been completely narrowed down to the Cavs in Boston. The Cavs or Boston are going to win the Eastern Conference this year because I just don't see the Knicks doing it. I don't see any of these other teams, Milwaukee, Orlando, Knicks. Like you could throw any of these other Eastern Conference teams. Nobody outside of the Cavs or Boston, I think, is going to win the Eastern Conference this year. And frankly, whoever wins that might end up winning the championship. A lot of people will migrate to Oklahoma City, but I'm here to tell you, if Oklahoma City plays the Lakers in the playoffs in a 7-game series, why can't the Lakers win? Like, we literally saw the same exact scenario play out last year. Oklahoma City, number 1 seed, one of the best records in the NBA, best record in the Western Conference, match up against a star-driven team like the Dallas Mavericks, led by Luka Doncic. And what happened? The Mavs won that series in 6 games. You've got LeBron there. It was Kyrie. So we'll see how this thing shakes out. If they figure out a formula to get these two guys, LeBron and Luka, to work, and yes, defense is going to be an issue. But if they're scoring 120 points a game, who cares? Who the hell cares? And a lot of people in High Lane, I know that you'll probably resist the urge of this take by me. Why can't the Lakers win? They just went to a team that's ahead of them by 2 games in the Western Conference and beat them by 20. Beat them by 20 on national television. I really think that this is an absolute conversation that needs to be had. I think the Lakers can go to the NBA Finals this year because, and it brings up a bigger point of what in the fuck were the Dallas Mavericks doing? Trading Luka for pennies on the dollar. They're probably not going to get any reward off of that this year because Anthony Davis may not play the rest of the year, or by the time he comes back, it'll be irrelevant. The Lakers are set up really well in the short term and in the long term. And I see a path potentially if they get they have a runway here. Because what are we at now? We are now 65 games into this. We're 55 games into this season. They're 34-21. So we've got 27 games left in the season here. That's plenty of time for the Lakers to get a lot of their things sorted out before the end of the season. And to me, the biggest roadblock for them, and they proved tonight, and I understand that the playoffs will be different. I'm not worried about Memphis at all. Okay. Yes, Ja Morant, and they've got a million guys that can score. Jaren Jackson's having an awesome season. I'm not worried about Memphis in the playoffs at all. Denver has been a problem for the Lakers. That'll be interesting. But you look at the rest of this Western Conference about teams that could potentially get in. Oklahoma City's probably the one roadblock that they've got to get to. Houston's behind them. The Clippers are behind them. Credit, by the way, to Ty Lue and the Clippers for getting this thing sorted out after losing Paul George. That's a whole separate issue. Minnesota's in the play-in. Dallas is in the play-in. Golden State's in the play-in. Sacramento's in the play-in. Phoenix is just on the outside looking in. One game out, and then San Antonio, Portland, Utah, and New Orleans are probably going to miss the playoffs this year. So, again, get at me in the comments and tell me that I'm crazy. Like, it's LeBron. This is as fresh as and I understand a lot of people are mad about him skipping the All-Star game. This is as fresh as he's looked. He's got a guy who can handle the load offensively. And, yes, defensively will be an issue that might need to be addressed, and it may not be addressed before the playoffs because, it's really just going to be buyout stuff. But if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, man, you got to feel pretty damn good about yourselves, especially after this win on Saturday night. So anyway, we'll have a lot more because this is going to be a fascinating conversation to have. And at some point, we're going to have the Mavericks conversation because I don't know where this team's going to go after trading Luka, but this is exactly the best case scenario for the Los Angeles Lakers when they made this trade out of thin air. So anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.